Hannah, for investigation experiments for thermal, you have to write tools and steps and results table, graph, and precaution. Tools in these experiments: thermometers, beakers, stopwatch, measuring cylinder, thermometer, and so on. And the other variable. Steps: you have to add, say, مثلا number one, to 200 centimeter cube of hot water in the beaker and record temperature of 30 seconds. Then repeat the experiment with different according to the variable he asked for you. So for مثلا different insulator, different volume, different area, different shape, and so on. Then you will say plot a graph between time and temperature from the graph we can conclude the results. In order to repeat the experiment, we have to you have to have a same initial temperature, same room temperature, same thermometer, or same variable according to the variables. In the table, you have to write time 0, 30, 60, 90. That's enough. But for temperature, temperature of beaker number 1, beaker number 2, beaker number 3. Beaker, you will not write anything other in the table, but the variables will be volume, 100, 200, 300, 400, or area, or type of insulator, or density, or covered with lead or not. This are the value that you would write in beaker 1 and 2 and 3. And for investigation for electricity experiments, but we have to write the tools and steps and results and table, graph, and a precaution. For electricity, you have to write this circuit, battery or cell, and voltmeter and ammeter, and you have to connect the variable between A and B. And write the variable in the table. The variable may be length, may be area, may be type of wire, may be length, number of resistance series, number of resistance in parallel, distance from LGR, or temperature of thermistor. Okay, I wrote them in the table A below. Number one, tools, ammeter, voltmeter, battery, connecting wires, and the variable that you will ask it about it. Steps: connect circuit as shown and measure potential difference, current, then calculate resistance from R equals V over I. Then repeat the previous steps with different, maybe length, maybe area, maybe type, according to he asked about. Then connect it between A and B. Then you will plot a graph between the resistance and the variable, and from the graph you can conclude the results. For sure, the precaution in this experiment: stop or switch on and off circuit between readings. Use a small current to avoid heating of wires. Check zero error for the instruments or any other variable. These are the variables. Length, you will have to write the length measured by centimeter, 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. Area with millimeter squared, diameter with millimeter, type of wire, copper or aluminum or iron or lead, number of resistance in series, number of resistance in parallel, and temperature of thermistor and distance from LDR. For the last two experiments, you have to connect here in this position, thermistor, and connect it between A and B. And put it in a container, contains hot water, and you have to add thermometer in this place. The experiment, you add مثلا hot water in this container and record the temperature for this hot water, and then write it in the table. And for each temperature, you have to look to voltmeter and meter and measure V and I and calculate R, and plot a graph between temperature and resistance. And for LDR, you have to connect also LDR between A and B, and then you have to get light source. Here, beside the light dependent resistor, then remove the light source backward gradually, 10, 20, 30 centimeters away from the light dependent resistor, and record V and I and calculate R for this experiment.